Hi students, if you want to master the subjects, especially mathematics, you have to practice similar types of problems. Okay, so the similar problems are given in the link given in the description. You can click the link, you can get the PDF downloaded and you start practicing. Now, if you have not subscribed our channel, you subscribe it and share with your friends. Hi students, today we are going to discuss about another way of finding the solution of a pair of linear equations. Okay, the last class we have seen how to solve the value, how to find the values of x and y, that is two variables, using substitution method. Today we are going to find out the solution of these pairs of linear equations by a new method that is called elimination method. Okay, so in this method, it is rather easy or it is convenient to use when we compare with substitution method. Okay, elimination method is a little bit, in an easy way. Now, let us see how to find out the solution of this pair of linear equations using elimination method. Here, actually what we do is, we make the coefficient of the variable x or y equal. Okay, that is very important. Here, in the first equation, what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is 1. What is the coefficient of y? That is 1. But in the second equation, it is 2 and 3. Isn't it? They are not equal. So here what we are going to do is, we have to make the coefficient of x equal, or we have to make the coefficient of y equals. Clear? So you can do this in either way. If you want, you can make the coefficient of x equal, or you can make the coefficient of y equal. Now let us make the coefficient of x equal in this problem. Okay, now what to do? Now to make the coefficient of x equals, you have to multiply the equation number 1 by 2. You see, what is the equation number 1? X plus y is equal to 5. What is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is 1. The second equation, what is the coefficient of x? It is 2. So we are going to make the coefficient of x equal. That means to make it equal, you have to multiply the first equation by 2. Then what you will be getting? When you multiply the first equation by 2, you will be getting 2 into x, 2x, plus 2 into y, 2y, equals 5 into 2, 10. Okay, now let us write the equation number 1 as 3 now. Now let us write the second equation as usual. That is 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Equation number 2. Here, if you subtract these two equations, these x terms get cancelled, isn't it? Let us subtract it. So when you subtract, you have to change the symbol and you have to add 2x minus 2x, it becomes 0. 2y plus 3y, it becomes 5y. 10 minus 4, that is 6. Now, what is the value of y? The value of y equals 6 by 5. Now, you get the value of y. So, what you have done here? We made the coefficient of x equal. To make the coefficient of x equal, we multiplied equation number 1 by 2. Then, equation number 1 becomes 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Write the second equation once again. So the coefficient of x, in the two equations, they are equal. Just subtract, it becomes 0. You will be getting the value of y as 6 by 5. Now you can substitute this value in equation number 1. Let us substitute in equation number 1. Now the equation number 1 becomes x plus y. What is y? Y is 6 by 5 is equal to 5. Then what is x from here? X is equal to 5 minus 6 by 5. That is equal to 5. You can take as LCM. 5 5s are 25. 25 minus 6, that is 19. Then you get the value of x as 19 by 5 and y as 6 by 5. I think it is clear. It is very simple method. Here what we did, we made the coefficient of x equal. Then when you subtract, x becomes 0. Coefficient of x, this part becomes 0. We will be getting the value of y. Then by substituting this value in equation number 1, you can find the value of x. Okay, now let us discuss the second one. Here, this is equation number 1, equation number 2. You see, the coefficient of x are not equal, y are also not equal. So, how can you solve this value of x and y using elimination method. The first step is you have to make the coefficient of x equal or coefficient of y equal. Here we made the coefficient of x equal. Let us make the coefficient of y equals in the second problem. Okay. So here the coefficient of y is 4. Here the coefficient of y is 2. So to make the second equation, in the second equation, to make the coefficient of y 4, what you have to do with the second equation? You have to multiply the second equation by 2. When you substitute the second equation by 2, what the coefficient of y becomes? It becomes 4y. So here also 4y. It get cancelled. Clear? If you want, you can make the coefficient of x also equal. Then what you have to do? The first equation you have to multiply by 2. Then it becomes 6x. It becomes 8y. It becomes 20. You multiply by 2. Your second equation you multiply by 3. Then it becomes 6x. It becomes 6y. It becomes 6. Now it becomes 6x. It is also 6x. When you subtract, it get cancelled. So here what you are going to do is you have to make either the coefficient of x equal or you have to make the coefficient of y equals. Okay. Now let us solve this one by making the coefficient of y equal. Now let us write the first equation as it is. That is 3x plus 4y equals 10. That is equation number 1. Second equation you have to multiply by 2. When you multiply the second equation by 2, what it becomes? 2 into 2x, that is 4x. 2 into 2y, that is 4y. 2 into 2, that is 4. You see, let us name it as equation number 3. You see, the coefficient of y, they are equal. It is plus 4y, it is minus 4y. Now what you have to do? You just add it. When you just add, what happens? 3x plus 4x, that is 7x. It becomes 0. That is equal 10 plus 4, that is 14. Then what is the value of x? The value of x is equal to 14 by 7, that is 2. You get the value of x as 2. Now you can substitute the value of x in first equation or in second equation. Let's substitute in the first equation. Now 3 into x. What is x? X is 2 plus 4y. 4y equals 10. That is 6 plus 4y equals 10. What is 4y? 4y equals 10 minus 6, that is 4. Then what is the value of y? Value of y equals 4 by 4, that is 1. So you get the value of x as 2 and the value of y as 1. So it is very simple. I think it is a little bit, easier than the substitution method. Here what you have to do? You have to make the coefficient of x equal or you have to make the coefficient of y equal. Then you add or subtract. The coefficient of here, the coefficient of y, it becomes 0. Here what we got? Here we got the coefficient of x, that becomes 0. Then you can find the value of x or y, then substitute. You can find the other unknown value. Here 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equal to 0. The second equation is 9x is equal to 2y plus 7. You see, what are the coefficients of x? Here the coefficient of x is, in the first equation, the coefficient of x is 3. In the second equation, the coefficient of x is 9. So how can you make the coefficient of x equal? Can you tell me, how can you make the coefficient of x equal? You can make the coefficient of, x in the first equation. You can make it 9 by multiplying the first equation by 3. If you multiply the first equation by 3, the coefficient of x in the first equation becomes 9. Then it will be equal with the coefficient of x in the second equation. So let us multiply the first equation number 1 with the with 3, okay, to make the coefficient of x equal. Then equation number 1, we multiply equation number 1 by 3. Then can you tell me what you will be getting? You will be getting 3x into 3, that is 9x, minus 5y into 3, that is 15y, minus 4 into 3, that is 12 equals 0. It becomes equation number, let us give it as equation number 3. Now you look at second equation, that is not in the standard form, isn't it? It is x 9x minus 15y minus 12 equals 0. In this form you have to write the second equation. Then the second equation becomes 9x minus 2y minus 7 equals 0. See, that is equation number 2. So we just rearrange equation number 2. Okay, in the standard form we have written. Now the coefficient of x, they are equal. in two equations, what you have to do? Just subtract. So the equation, the symbol changes and you can just add it. So 9x minus 9x, it becomes 0. Minus 15y plus 2y, you will be getting minus 13y. Minus 12 plus 7, that is minus 5 equals 0. From here, 13y minus 13y equals plus 5, because when you take minus 5 to the other side, it becomes plus 5. That is y equals minus 5 by 13. So you get the value of y as minus 5 by 13. Now this value you can substitute in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. Let us substitute in equation number 1. Instead of y, you have to write minus 5 by 13. Then equation number 1 becomes 3x minus 5 into, what is y? That is minus 5 by 13 minus 4 equals 0. That is 3x minus 5 into minus 5, 20 plus 25. Okay, 25 by 13 minus 4 equals 0. Then what is 3x? 3x equals, you take these two terms to the right side, it becomes 4 minus 25 by 13. That is equals, you can take 13 as LCM. Then 13 into 4. 13 plus 13, 26. 26 plus 26, 52. So 13 into 4 equals 52 minus 25 by 13. That is equals, what is 52 minus 25? That is 27, isn't it? So you will be getting 27 by 13 as the value of 3x. Then can you tell me what will be the value of x? X is equal to 27 by 13. You have to divide this by 3. Okay. So you can cancel 27 and 3 with 3. So the answer will be 9 by 13. So you get the value of x as 9 by 13 and the value of y as minus 5 by 13. I think it is clear. So what we made here, what we did here? Here we made the coefficient of x equals, then you just subtract, then the coefficient, this term gets eliminated. That's why this method is called elimination method. Okay, it's get eliminated, you get the value of y, and when you substitute in equation number 1 or 2, you can find the value of x. Okay, now let us solve the fourth one. X by 2 plus 2y by 3 equals minus 1. X minus y by 3 equals 3. Let it be equation number 1. Let it be equation number 2. So here what you have to do? You can make either the coefficient of y equals in both the equations, or you can make the coefficients of x equal. So what you have to do? Here, if you want to make the coefficient of y equals, you have to multiply this equation by 2. Then what you will be getting? 2y by 3 here. It becomes equal. Or what you can do? You can multiply equation number 1 by 2. If you multiply equation number 1 by 2, these two get cancelled, you will be getting x. Then the coefficient of x becomes equal. Okay. So let us multiply the equation number 2 by 2. Then let us make the coefficient of y equals. Okay. Because here we made the coefficient of x equal. Here let us make the coefficient of y equals. Okay. So equation number 2, when you multiply by 2, you will be getting 2 into x, 2x minus 2 into y by 3, that is 2y by 3 equals 3 into 2, that is 6. Let it be equation number 3. Okay. Now let's rewrite equation number 1 once again. Equation number 1 is x by 2 plus 2y by 3 equals minus 1. That is equation number 1. Now you just add these y terms that get cancelled, isn't it? When you just add these two equations, what you will be getting? You will be getting 2x plus x by 2, it becomes 0. Okay, equals 6 minus 1, that is 5. Here you can cross multiply, you can take the LCM as 2, then you will be getting 2 into 2x, that is 4x plus x equals 5. What is 4x plus x? 5x. 5x equals 2 into 5, that is 10. Then what is the value of x? The value of x equals 10 by 5, that is 2. You get the value of x as 2. I think it is clear. Substitute this value in equation number 1 or 2. Where you have to substitute? Let us substitute in equation number 2. I think it is a little bit smaller one. When you substitute the value of x in equation number 2, you will be getting, what is x? X is 2. 2 minus y by 3 equals 3. The next step, what is y by 3? Y by 3 becomes 3 minus 2, that is 1. Then what is the, I think it is clear, minus y by 3 equals 3, you take 2 to the other side, right side, then it becomes minus 2. What is 3 minus 2? That is 1. From here, you can find out what is the value of y. What is the value of y? Y equals 3 into 1, 3, that is minus 3. The value of y as minus 3 and the value of x is here 2. So what you have done? We made the coefficient of y equals, and when you just added here, it get cancelled. The term y that gets eliminated, you will be getting the value of x. By substituting the value of x in either of these two equations, you can find the value of y. This is called elimination method. In substitution method, the last topic what we have seen, we found from the first equation, we found what is the value of x and we substituted in the second equation, or we found the value of y, then we substituted in the other equation. Here we make the coefficient of x or coefficient of y equals, and when you add or subtract, it gets eliminated. That's why it is called elimination method. Now let us solve some word problems from the next question. Okay, let's read the first question. It is given that if you add 1 to the numerator and if you subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction becomes 1, and the fraction becomes 1 by 2 if you add only 1 to the denominator. You have to find the fraction. So here you can use any one of the methods we discussed in the previous class. Substitution method, elimination method, any one of them you can use, and you have to find the solution. Okay, so let us read the question once again and let us start writing the linear equation. It is given that a fraction becomes 1 if you add 1 to the numerator and if you subtract 1 from the denominator. So let us assume that let the fraction equals x by y. X, y, y be the fraction. You know, x is the numerator and y is the denominator. Now case 1. What is the case 1? The first condition. It is given that if you add 1 to the numerator, that means numerator is x. If you add 1 to the numerator means it becomes x plus 1. And if you subtract 1 from the denominator, that is y minus 1. Y is the denominator. If you subtract 1 from the denominator, that is y minus 1. Then the fraction becomes 1. That is x plus 1 by y minus 1 equals 1. If you cross multiply, you will be getting x plus 1 equals 1 into y minus 1, that is y minus 1. Let us take y to this side. You will be getting x minus y equals minus 1. This plus 1, when you take the other side, it also becomes minus 1. So minus 1, that is minus 2. You get the first equation from the case 1. What is the first case? If you add 1 to the numerator and if you subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction becomes 1. Okay. Now let us see what is the second case. What is case 2? Let us see. It is given that if you add only 1 with the denominator, if you add 1 with the denominator, it is given that the fraction becomes 1 by 2. That is x by y plus 1 equals 1 by 2. You just cross multiply, you will be getting 2 into x, 2x equals 1 into y plus 1, that is y plus 1. Let us take y to this side, you will be getting 2x minus y equals 1. That is equation number 2. Now you see, you get two equations. First one is x minus y equals minus 2. The second one is 2x minus y equals 1. So what you have to do? Here you formed two pair of linear equations. Pair of linear equations. You have to solve it to find the value of x and y. You can use either substitution method or elimination method. You see what is the coefficient of y here? That is 1. Here also 1. So it is same. So what method you can follow? You can just eliminate the y terms from here. So you can use the elimination method. So the first equation is x minus y equals minus 2. The second equation is 2x minus y equals 1. Second equation. You just subtract it. When you subtract, you change the symbol and you can just add. X minus 2x, it becomes minus 1x, that is minus x. Minus y plus y becomes 0. Minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. So what is the value of x? The value of x is equal to 3. So you get the value of x. Now the value of x you can substitute in equation number 1 or 2 to get the value of y. Okay, let us substitute this in equation number 1. What will be getting? X is 3. 3 minus y equals minus 2. Let us take minus y to the other side, it will become plus y. Let us take 2 to this side, it will become plus 2. Then what will be getting? 3 plus 2. Then what is the value of y? The value of y is 3 plus 2, that is 5. So you get the value of x as 3 and the value of y as 5. Then what is a fraction? What is a fraction? Fraction is x by y. That is, what is x? X is 3 and y is 5. So the fraction is 3 by 5. I think it is clear. It is given that if you add 1 to the numerator, subtract 1 from the denominator, that is x plus 1, y minus 1. It becomes 1. Okay, we reached at a linear equation. Then case 2, if you add only 1 to the denominator, the fraction becomes 1 by 2. Just add x by y plus 1. If you cross multiply, will you be getting another equation? By elimination method or substitution method, you can find the answer. Here we did elimination method because the coefficient of y, they are equal. So we just subtracted here 2, 1 minus 2. We just subtracted here and you get the value of x. Then by substituting in either of these two equations, you will be getting the value of y. So the fraction is 3 by 5. I think it is clear. Let us solve the next one. If you have not yet subscribed our channel, you can subscribe it and you can share with your friends. Our further videos will be based on the new course structure issued by the board for your board examination. Thank you.